Hello! My last video, I sewed with a commercial pattern for the very first time, which was also kind of my first time actually sewing with a pattern. I mostly self-draft. You can go watch my other video to see how successful I was in my first attempt. But in this one, I am going to be sewing a shirt with a collar and buttons. It is something that I have really wanted to do for a while, but it just seemed like such a headache to get all the proportions correct on my own. So I have bought this fun little pattern by Vogue. I will be doing specifically this blue shirt. I'm going to be cropping it and the sleeves. Overall, it's the right silhouette. So I bought this whole pattern just for this shirt. I'm also very nervous about buttonholes. I know that you can use your machine for that, but it scares me. I've also been watching a lot of From Carly B videos. She's a sewist on YouTube and her videos are just really fun to watch. I think she has a lot of really great energy. She did a tutorial on how to hand sew a buttonhole, so if things go wrong with my machine, I think I'm just gonna try out that tutorial because it looks really fun. Let's get into it. I have one pant leg. Very exciting. I did French seams and this one looks so bad because I was trying to get the pocket right. I took it slower than I did my last time and it just got worse. Put together, we have the other leg ready to go together. Everything else is ready. My interfacing, I ran out of interfacing on my last project. My interfacing gets here tomorrow. Hello. I am just really struggling the last couple of weeks, I guess, to finish these pants. I think there's probably a couple of reasons for that. I probably spent every free moment of July sewing, and I think it just kind of wore myself out a little bit with it. Like, I was so excited to do everything and finish everything that it just got to the point where now I'm like a little bit exhausted with it. And I still have these projects that I'm excited about, so I want to finish them. The other thing that's been a little bit frustrating is the project that I think I'm most excited about is the dress that I wanted to make, and the fabric took forever to ship, like 3 weeks. It's still not here yet. Whatever, I'm still excited about it, but I think it's just really slowed me down on my other projects. With this project, I have all these colors. These are the 4 colors that I'm using for it, and for the next part of this project, the shirt that is actually the huge part of the project, it kind of needs, I think, the thread to be all those 4 colors, and this is what I have left of blue. Because these are like fabrics that I've used before, and so I have matching thread already. And then this is what I have left of yellow. Basically, I'm almost out. And I know for the waistband of this, I need yellow. And then I know for the collar of the other one, I'm probably gonna need yellow. And the main part of the shirt is blue. So I might be able to hem these. Oh, I don't even have a bobbin. Do I have a bobbin of the blue? I'm just in my head, I ordered new threads and I paid extra to get them shipped in time so I could stop stressing about it. And they haven't shipped yet. Whatever. I just need to do the crotch and the waistband and hem the bottom, and then I'm done. And I just can't do it. If you see on the inside, it looks perfectly lined up, right? But when you see it from the outside, show on the outside, it's not. This one's probably the closest I got. I don't know. So I'm like embarrassed about that, but I don't want to completely seam rip it and redo it. I wouldn't be able to like readjust it unless I did the whole thing. And I've got a French seam pocket in here. So I've just been hesitating with everything. If you have tips on how to fix the French seam lineup without completely ripping apart the seam, please let me know. I might still try it. I need to just finish them. It'll probably only take me like a couple hours, but I'm here talking to you and complaining. Okay. Let's do something. I don't know. Look what I did. I haven't used this interfacing before. It maybe is not the right fabric to be putting it on, but honestly, that's like the easiest. I usually have to like blast it a little bit, so I'm excited about that. I put the waistband on. This was not originally going to be part of the design. I wanted it to be green and yellow. They are finished. This looks kind of bad. I mean, it fits perfectly, but it's just like a little weird on the butt. And yeah, this, I kind of like them, but I also think they might be an abomination that I've just brought into this world. I don't love the waistband either, but I did what I did. So they're done. Woo! So this weekend, my partner is out of town, and I told myself I'm just gonna get into sewing and just get this project done. My thread still isn't here, but anyways, I am working on the shirt today. I don't think I'll get it done because anything that has visible threads for 2, maybe 3 of the colors, I do not have. I'll try my best, I guess. I started reading the instructions. I'm struggling. And then turn front opening edge to inside along outer fold line for interfacing. Press. Sew invisibly along. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, does it, Ethan? He's gonna get on me. I'm getting nervous already. Like, I understand what they're trying to ask, but the way they've worded it makes me question everything. It does. Top stitch along inner basting. I also don't even know if I can sew. So like the first part is sewing the front and the back. I mean, it's step 2. The interfacing is step 1, and the thread that I have the least of is for the front and the back. It's the blue thread. Did you go in the shower? Oh my God, he's stepping on my instructions with wet paws. He's been obsessed with shower water, like being in the shower with me and then drinking the water afterwards. And we keep him out of the shower, but he's started waking me up at midnight begging for shower water as if we've ever taken showers in the middle of the night. What's wrong with you? He says, very old. I want what I want. I could do the, gotta try my best. I guess I need to just iron everything, and I had the interfacing on the wrong way. That's the one and only time I've done that, and now it's on there forever. That's really cool. I'm a little bit frustrated that the instructions already, they're just like, do this thing, and I'm like, how exactly, you know? It's just something that I've never done before, so I think the instructions are probably clear to someone who kind of has an idea of what they're doing, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, why is part of it not folded over? Like, that doesn't make sense in my brain. This is the buttonhole side. It's really pretty, actually. I feel like I did a good job. I am not following the instructions of the pattern. I looked at several things, and this just seems to be the easiest method and honestly the cleanest method. Following a sewing therapy video just for this part. I will go back to the pattern. It just wasn't making any sense, so I did this. On to the button side. I have most of a shirt. It's exciting. I was following the instructions this time. Besides the 2 front parts, I did the yoke following the instructions. It actually fully encloses itself, so I stuck with it and it ended up looking pretty good. I did a little slip stitch. So I'm reaching my limit today, but I want to try and at least sew the collar. The yellow thread I have is not the right color for the bobbin, and then almost out. I might actually not do the collar today and do the sleeves, because that I have the right color thread for, and then I'll move to the collar hopefully when I have more thread. Not tomorrow, but maybe I'll feel more brave tomorrow about it. Today is my last day on my own. As you can probably tell, I have not finished the shirt. I have sewn the collar together. I'm gonna top stitch it, even though The instructions don't say to top stitch, but I just think it's gonna look bad. How cute. I just have to do the collar, which I'm the most scared of. Collar, attach it to the shirt, attach the sleeves, hem everything, and then buttons. Again, I can't do the buttons until I get more of my thread. Okay, I have sewn the collar on. Very exciting. Okay, so the shirt is basically done. I just need to obviously add the buttons and the buttonholes. I am waiting. I have a buttonhole cutter that is coming with a bunch of fabric, but it's coming from Canada, so it's been a little bit delayed. This is my button jar. I have a few like delicate buttons, so they're all kind of in little baggies. It was previously an apricot jam jar. I'm trying to think of what kind of buttons I really want. I'm thinking like kind of a smaller button would be best. And I was thinking blue buttons would be cute because they kind of like blend in a little bit. And I'm also fine with them being slightly different shapes and slightly different sizes and colors. Is that you? You're so cute. These are the neutrals. Kind of my mixed color. And then these are all my blues. So potentially this. I haven't decided. I might want more of like this blue. So it stands out. No! Oh god. Okay, well, Cowboy's kind of taken over. This. Oh my god. So these are all the buttons I'm gonna go with. I mean, this will kind of be a backup. You may sniff, you may not bite. Put the tongue away. Okay. I have my blue thread, which I might have ordered the wrong color, honestly, because I realized as I was getting to that part of the shirt that a darker thread would probably work better with that specific blue, but got this. I'm excited! I can't sew tonight because I actually have ballet. My fabric finally got here. So I ordered more of this beautiful green plaid linen from Blackbird Fabrics, and it's taken about a month to get here, probably partially because I bought it during a sale and then also during a bunch of tariff issues. I live in the US. I've been trying to make this smock dress and I've had the top made for a month. I finally have cut out the rest of the components for the dress. So I'm gonna make that very soon and I'm very excited about that because I've been wanting it all summer. I also got this fabric, which I'm really excited about. This was originally going to be the fabric that I tested the shirt out on. Glad I didn't because it's nothing like the material that I was going to use. I am a little nervous. Yeah, it's pretty sheer. Can you see my tattoo through it? That's always the real sheer test. Kind of. But this is the tag for it. Oh, really excited to finally have the fabric. Hello, my AC is on, so it's really loud. And also, I can't see anything right now. I just went to the eye doctor and they dilated my eyes. So anything that is like less than 10 feet away, just blurred, which is great because I really want to finish the dress. I have the skirt pre-gathering. I sewed French seam pockets into it this morning. I would probably say they're my least successful attempts at French seam pockets, and I don't know why. I think I cut the pattern out weird. I don't know. It was just sitting really weird. So they're like a little puffy. This is the bottom tier. I'm really not looking forward to hemming this, which I think will be my next step. I don't know how far we're gonna get with me not being able to see anything. I have hemmed the bottom. Now going to gather it. And this is so much fabric. Would you like to see how much thread I have left on this? Almost ran out hemming it. I'm so happy I didn't, but I also kind of wish I did because I don't know what I'm gonna sew with this. Why did I think I could gather this entire thing, hem it, attach it, gather, attach, and then finish a dress? It's the sewing delusion. It's so much fun. Giving the machine a little bit to cool down. Sometimes when I use it for like several hours, it starts to kind of smell like burning plastic. So I think I'm just overworking a little bit. I'm gonna let it cool down, and then hopefully I can finish the bottom tier of the skirt of the dress. Basting stitch was like not working. The bobbin was getting all cut up, so I just gathered it by hand. A lot of measuring, took a lot of time. As you can see, I have completed this project. I'm not wearing the pants because it's still 102 outside. I have some thoughts. First of them being, I am so proud of this shirt. The amount of work that went into it just makes me really happy. I was so scared of the collar, and I feel like I procrastinated doing it for like 3 days. Basically, like everything leading up to the collar took me forever because I didn't have a lot of time, and I also was really scared of the collar. And then once I got to the collar, I was like really overthinking it, and it got to the point where I was just like doing it, and it turned out so well. And I actually just made another one of these shirts today. I've been sewing, and the collar was so easy, and I'm just so happy that I've like learned this new skill and it's not scary to me anymore. But overall, I feel like this pattern was pretty successful. I think I cropped it quite a bit, and then I cropped the sleeves quite a bit. And the pants were okay. I feel like the waistband somehow turned out a lot worse than the other ones I made. Like, I don't know what's going on here. You can't see it. I did try to French seam. Try being an important word there, because apparently I said this like 4 times, which is great with the pockets and everything. So the pockets turned out pretty good with the French seam. I planned on having these like match up into the waistband, and then I interfaced the wrong one. And so I just had to do what I had to do, but that's fine. I will also say these are the worst inseam lineups that I did. I've done these pants, I guess only twice now technically with this part. And the first ones were like perfect, and these ones were terrible. And I do kind of want to blame the French seam on that. So that's one thing that I maybe would like to try and fix on them at some point. Also, the fabric is different. The green and the yellow are the same fabric, and the blue and the red are the same like weight. And you can tell like when I'm wearing the pants that like the pants kind of sit weird because of this. Luckily, it's like everything up top is the same weight, and then the 2 bottom pieces are different weights. So I could try and do like a lining that like stiffens them a little bit, maybe do like interfacing or something so that it doesn't hang the way it's hanging. But ultimately, I probably should have found the same weight of fabric. It was just really difficult. I think I sewed these pants at the beginning of August, like finished them, and then I didn't want to sew for like a really long time. It just kind of defeated me. I felt like they were really bad. And I think partially because I made some pretty bold design choices, which made me kind of question what I'm doing. I did one hand sewn, and then I did one on the machine, and the machine was just like eating up the fabric. It didn't go well, basically. So I decided just to hand sew all of them. I think they turned out pretty good. They're a little wonky. Sorry, the AC is on now. I've been talking for too long. So I'm happy that I learned this skill. I'm happy that I learned how to do the collar. I did enjoy trying this pattern out again. I think it's a really good pattern. I think there's just a few things that are a little wonky, maybe on my body. Like the back waistband, I made the waist smaller like I did with my green pants, and it just like kind of flattens my butt. I'm so excited for fall because it feels very like fall cozy, you know? Really excited that I got to try out a new pattern on something that I was really nervous making, and it turned out good. So I'm like excited about trying patterns and sewing. How I envisioned both of these pieces to look are pretty much exactly what they look like. Obviously there's like a few minor details that I would like a little bit cleaner, but overall I'm happy with how they turned out. I'm not sure when I will be wearing this outfit or if I'll ever really wear it together. It's pretty bold for things that I normally wear. I've been having a lot of fun sewing. I hate this. I think I'm getting a lot better, and I think I'm also getting more of an intuition of what I'm supposed to do and not feeling like I'm constantly second guessing myself. I'm gonna take it a little bit easier, try not to sew as much or like as strict as I was doing a couple months ago, because that was a little bit rough. And here is the result. This is the set together. Like I said, I probably wouldn't wear them together because it's pretty bold and out there, but I'm happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really cute. I did also want to show you the dress. I didn't follow a pattern for this dress. I just followed my heart on this one. The top is a pattern that I self-drafted. This also turned out pretty much exactly how I envisioned it, so I'm excited about that. Thank you for watching this little sewing journey. Bye!